Once the self-proclaimed top G, Andrew Tate now faces a stunning crash from luxury to lockdown. What really brought down his empire will leave you speechless. From millionaire influencer to criminal suspect, this is how Andrew Tate's empire of power, money, and fame came crashing down. Don't miss the untold truth behind the world's most controversial figures. Subscribe now, hit the bell icon, and be the first to uncover what others are afraid to say. Andrew Tate, once the self-proclaimed top G, is now facing serious charges: rape, trafficking, and assault in the UK, and a criminal case in Romania for exploitation and money laundering. Behind the cars and jets, his empire is collapsing, and the truth may be darker than anyone expected. Before we dive into his downfall, let's take a quick look at who Andrew Tate really is, and how he became one of the internet's most talked about figures. Long before the flashy cars, viral videos, and global controversies, Andrew Tate's life began in the shadow of genius and intense discipline. Born on December 1st, 1986, in Washington, D.C., and raised in Luton, England, Andrew Tate grew up under the influence of his father, Emery Tate, a respected chess international master. By age 5, Andrew was already competing in chess tournaments, learning strategy and mental discipline early. If he hadn't been exposed to that intense training so young, the sharp, competitive mindset behind his top G persona might never have taken shape. Tristan Tate may be quieter than Andrew, but he's just as deep in the scandal that's threatening to bring their empire down. Tristan Tate, Andrew's younger brother, lives the same flashy life: cars, jets, and luxury. He went from kickboxing to social media fame, helping build their brand and Hustlers University. He may seem calmer than Andrew, but if you listen closely, his views are just as bold and just as controversial. He might not be as loud or showy, but Tristan's still stirred up plenty of drama. The illusion unraveling. What if the image you see online is a carefully crafted mask? And what if behind the luxury cars, private jets, and viral quotes lies a secret too dark to imagine? This is not just about fame, fortune, or controversy. This is about what happens when the law catches up to the lifestyle, and what could unfold if the charges are proven true. But to understand how we got here, we need to go back to where it all began. The indictment that shocked Romania. In June 2023, Romanian prosecutors charged Andrew Tate, his brother Tristan, and 2 Romanian women with serious crimes. The main accusation: they allegedly created a criminal group in 2021 to traffic women in Romania, the UK, and the US court documents say the brothers used a tactic known as the lover boy method, pretending to be in love with at least 7 women to gain their trust. But things got much worse. The women were reportedly taken to a compound near Bucharest, cut off from the outside world, and forced to make pornographic videos, all to make money for the group.
The British government has charged Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan with rape and human trafficking, among other charges. The BBC reports the Crown Prosecution Service filed the charges after receiving new evidence against the far-right influencer brothers from a regional police station. Andrew Tate faces 10 charges connected to 3 alleged victims, while Tristan faces 11 charges connected to 1 alleged victim, on allegations dating.
If this is what's really going on behind the influencer lifestyle, then a lot of people have been fooled by a dangerous lie. Hidden charges and public denial. Some parts of the case were kept under wraps, but Romanian authorities did reveal one serious claim: Andrew Tate was also charged with rape. If that turns out to be true, this isn't just a story about lies and manipulation. It's about violent abuse. Still, the Tate brothers denied everything. Andrew confidently told reporters, "I'm sure at the end we'll be absolutely exonerated."
Everyone. They said that I hurt people and I make a lot of money from criminal enterprise, and here we stand 7 or 8 months later and I've not seen a single victim on the news. I don't know if you have. I've seen lots of girls sticking up for me, lots of people defending me. I've not seen a single person stand up and say that I have hurt them. Not one. I'm sure in the end will be absolutely exonerated, and everybody who was pushing these lies and reporting things on repeat without any substantial evidence are going to have to analyze within themselves why they decide to try and destroy people's lives purely for views.
But here's the thing. If they're truly innocent, why do the accusations keep piling up? And why are prosecutors still quietly building their case behind the scenes? The answers may lie in what happened next, a legal twist that no one saw coming. If not, why file them? Some say it was strategic to prepare arrest warrants without warning the brothers. Now, let's look at what these charges actually involve and why they've made headlines across the globe. The charges: 21 criminal allegations in total. Andrew Tate now faces 10 charges, including rape, human trafficking, assault, and profiting from prostitution. Tristan Tate faces 11, nearly the same. If even some of it's true, this isn't just drama. It's serious, violent crime. And if proven in court, they could spend years, even decades, behind bars. But if the evidence falls apart, it raises a big question. Are legal systems being used to crush public figures just because they're famous? Behind the scenes, women who say they were silenced are now speaking out. 4 women, 1 civil lawsuit. In 2024, 4 British women stepped forward, not hiding behind screens but in court, accusing Andrew Tate of rape and abuse. They say he controlled them, hurt them, and tossed them aside, while the world watched him rise to fame as the face of toxic masculinity. If their claims are true, Tate's empire could come crashing down. But if they're not, then this might be one of the most explosive character assassinations in internet history. So, how are the Tates handling the storm? They're firing back and doubling down. Denial, defiance, and the witch hunt narrative. The Tate brothers aren't staying quiet. They fiercely deny the accusations, claiming they're being hunted by a broken system, just for refusing to follow society's rules. If they're telling the truth, this could be a massive warning about power being abused. But if they're lying, their defense might just be the final smokescreen before it all falls apart. So what's next for the Tate brothers? The walls are closing in, and now it's global. The legal spotlight on Andrew and Tristan Tate isn't dimming. It's intensifying. If they don't show up, they could be locked up. So, what's their next move? According to their US-based attorney, Andrew and Tristan plan to return to Romania at the end of March to meet with prosecutors face-to-face. But the visit is expected to be brief. After that, they intend to fly back to the United States, where they reportedly feel secure, largely because, according to their lawyer, Donald Trump is president again. If this belief in political protection is genuine, it raises serious questions about their long-term strategy. But if their legal problems escalate, no government or location may be able to shield them. Meanwhile, legal heat is rising elsewhere. While the Romanian case continues, UK authorities are now pushing for the Tates' extradition. If approved, they'll be fighting serious charges in 2 countries at once. The Florida lawsuit. The Tates are also facing a defamation case in Florida. A Zoom hearing set, but their lawyer calls it just a coincidence. With legal battles stacking up, that's a hard sell. Still, if that hearing exposes new information or conflicts with their movements, it could further complicate their legal positioning. Final thoughts. If the Tate brothers cooperate with Romanian authorities and comply with court orders, they may delay or avoid detention. But if they continue to rely on political climates and international loopholes, they may find that no country can protect them forever. As calls for extradition grow louder and courtroom dates loom ahead, one question remains. Will they return to face justice or run out of places to hide? What comes next could change everything, not just for the Tates, but for the global conversation around power, influence, and accountability. Everything they've built, their freedom, their fortune, their fame, now hangs by a thread. One wrong move, and it all could collapse. Subscribe, stay tuned, and watch closely. Because this story isn't over. It's just entering its most dangerous chapter.